He's posting a lot of videos about growing with AAS winners on his YouTube channel, which is The Rusted Garden, as well as he's helping us build up our YouTube channel. And so on there, you're going to see a lot of new videos about how to grow AAS winners.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that's the way to do it because, see, the lady that comes behind you that does, is going to be doing her interview, we help each other with our different either Facebook or other sites. We're getting ready to both go on YouTube again. I have one or two channels, Diane, and I don't know really how to upload that stuff. I'm not good at it. I could do it if I took the time, but I help out with a parent. So, my time is like from 8 to 12 o'clock at night. And so that stuff, I was good at it when I was going through it. But the thing is that you have to find the time. And so we know of a company that will help us with our radio programs coming up that will just go ahead and download it. They see, like these folks that I help with this, they just take it to iTunes real fast. And these other folks that we're both going to switch over to, they're going to do put it on YouTube. It's one of them. And, of course, iHeartRadio, I'll be able to send it to all those stations that they can use for their newscast if they want to. So it's very exciting what technology can do when it's good technology. So
it's
that is awesome. So that's
right.
called. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That tracking part, I'm always so we keep our smartphone here, but we bring it when we travel. But let's see, it's flour and vegetables. Flour and vegetable winners is what you're calling it.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, that is so awesome. I mean, awesome. And we're going to be talking next week about what you're doing with the videos that you're now doing and developing, which, for us, that is very important. It's a new trend not really a new trend, but it's a new trend that basically people are finding out that by using videos, people do like to see what's going on. They do want to see visually how you're doing this or whatever. I can talk about a nice vegetable all day long, but the thing is that they like to actually see and feel like they're touching it kind of thing and then know that someone else has gone through what they're going through. But that's exciting that you're expanding. We're trying to expand it too. And I'm telling you, we're all on a jet. You know what I'm saying? This is 2018 jet.
Yes.
And
yeah, right. It's going fast.
And I was
just keep up.
I told him that last year. I said, hey, the next year or two, things are going to really ramp up with, with community gardens because I knew that Sonny Perdue, that's the Secretary of Agriculture, USDA, he ain't going to sit around. So I'm hoping that they'll steer more grants all of our areas' ways and divide it in the states or whatever. But, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm also going to be talking to the Secretary of Alexander Azar, who used to be in charge of Eli Lilly. And so I've been sending him some tweets every so often. So eventually I'll have to get on the phone and, hi, how are you? Can we do something? So that's exciting, gal. So I appreciate your time today, and we're going to be talking with Diane Blazek next week of All America Selections, and she's going to tell us about what they're doing with the social media on the side of YouTube's and the videos. So she has different subjects, folks, that we're going to be talking with each week. And like I told them before, Diane, before you came on, I started out my show a half hour, then I did an hour for about 2 years, and then I went to a half hour, and then now we're going to expand it, I guess, because it's what this distributor wants to, they rather distribute hour shows instead of half-hour shows. So we're going to expand that, and we'll be able to spend a little bit more time with folks every so often, what it is that they have time for, whether it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever, 20. But we want to make sure that we're getting all that information out to people so that they can learn from it, get the information like from your forum, which is going to be very, very exciting. I'll tell you now, it's going to be very exciting. And, you're going to get a lot of folks on that, gal. So the more forums we have and how we help each other, the better off we're all going to be here in America, and it's very exciting. I'm so glad to be a part of the skateboard going in. So, or the surfboard.
Whichever board goes fastest, I think.
Whatever works, either one. Well, Gal, I appreciate your time, and we were talking to Diane Blazek, who is the Executive Director of the All-America Selections, and this year is going to rock and roll, and I do appreciate your time, and congratulations on your new forum. It's Flowers and Vegetables Winners, and look it up on Facebook, folks. Please do. I'm going to today myself, so get aboard. Thank you, Gal. We appreciate it. This is Community Garden Revolution, and I'm going to be back in just one moment. We've got another interview coming up with Lady Diva on jazz and what the trends are for your, different fundraising events that you'll be having. So listen, you know what's coming up and what ideas she may have that she sees out in America. So we'll be right back. Listening to Community Garden Revolution. My name is Mary Huckel, and we've got another great interview coming up. And this gal has been on before. You've heard her also, and she's going to give us an update every so often. What are the trends happening there in music? Because a lot of you do your fundraising events with either bluegrass music, jazz, pops. We've heard of people do violins, all kinds of other folk guitar situations or whatever. She does jazz, and she does hip-hop, and she does some other cool blue, I think is what it's called, but I'm not sure she's going to tell you because I'm pretty well of the old school. I'm just jazz, pops, that's what I know. Hey, Christmas music. I love Christmas music. So here's Lady Diva. She's Brenda. Yeah, hi, the gal. Brenda Nanette Moss. And how are you doing, gal?
Good afternoon, Mary. Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us about your new announcement. Folks, she has a great new announcement of what she's been doing and what she's been able to add on to her whole big slate of shows of getting the word out there about music. So what news do you have for us today?
Well, as you know, my passion for music is to help others achieve in their dreams on their musical journey. And I am the host for Let's Jazz It Up, blogtalkradio.com, and I do live radio interviews with singer-songwriters, musicians. I don't only just do jazz, but I do country, soul, which is a new genre to me, because I really don't do
new to me too.
Country. Yeah, and I do hip-hop and R&B. I do blues and gospel and pop. I also interview authors of freshly new written books, and usually some of those authors are publishers also. They have their own publishing company. I do shows from 6 to 9 p.m. I'm on Central Standard Time. The new update that I have is what's going on all over the internet is I done hooked up with Global Internet Radio Network.com.
Great.
And the owner is Brett Lewis, and he has 10 online radio shows. And he has like about 5 of them that are getting ready under construction. And I am on bluesjazzradio.com, which I am on at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, my time. You have to check your zone where you at, but it's bluesjazzradio.com. And Blues Jazz Radio play jazz and also episodes of my show.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, and also
super.
on jazzonthebayou.com. It's a brand new station, and they have new and upcoming artists, independent artists, that really don't get the opportunity for corporate radio stations. And I'm on jazzonthebayou.com from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm still on air as we speak. So,
that's funny. That's funny. Well, I'm glad that you took the time to talk to us. We appreciate it.
Yes, and I'm still on air until 2 p.m. And what the update that's going on now is that there's a online radio station for hip hop artists. And that is called www.newhiphopartist.org. And the crazy thing is, we're looking for hip-hop artists, whether it's R&B hip-hop or hip-hop, and any new hip-hop artist that's looking for exposure on online radio station, it gives them the opportunity when other corporate radio stations don't give them the opportunity. So
that's what I like. That's what I like.
24/7. It's 24/7. There are DJs and a lot of people that work for Mr. Brett Lewis, which is the owner of all of these online stations. He's actually trying to give a lot of independent artists the opportunity, even to come on the show, subscribers, anybody interested, contact bluesjazzradio.com, BJ, Brett Lewis, for any opportunities that are available. He's trying to load up 10 online radio stations here in the year of 2018. There is CajunSoulRadio.net is coming. SoulTrainExpress.com is coming. The BlackWallStreetRadio.us is already on air. NewHipHopArtist.org is already ongoing right now. There's SoulToSoul.club. GospelIsGolden.com. Neo Soul Cafe. The Rock of Ages show. And, of course, the BluesJazzRadio.com. Now, on BluesJazzRadio.com, there are celebrity music artists like Bob Baldwin, Will Downing, such. They have their own radio show. And they host their own radio show. So I got the opportunity to work with Mr. Brett Lewis on his radio show. He has, the golden voice. He's passionate about what he do, and he's been doing it for so many years. And so I have the opportunity to actually market and tell everybody to join me on jazzonthebayou.com and bluesjazzradio.com.
I think you've really grown tremendously, and I think that's wonderful. You're going to be enjoying so much coming up because you'll be able to expand, with YouTube things and with your other radio situations and whatever it is that you do, further. And I think it's awesome. And I was telling the people earlier, I don't know whether you heard or not, but we're going to I first started out as a half-hour show. Then I did an hour for about 2 years, and then I went down to a half hour. And we're going to have to wrap it up. And unfortunately, a month and a half from now, I guess, finally going to have to do it, darn it. But I knew that once I did it, they would be like taking a ride, on a jet. But and then Diane's going to be joining us too once a week. But bottom line, it's going to be our program. We're going to go for the distribution and then go ahead and have them sell it and whatever. And then I do send the show weekly to X amount of stations. But I had, and I'm going to bring it back up, the news feature, 60-second news feature that I love doing is called Community Garden News. And at that time, I sent it to, this about 2 years ago, about 150 different news stations, the news divisions. So and that takes a long time, so I'd rather someone else fiddle with that. Yeah. So we're getting smarter as we get older. We hope. We don't know.
Yeah.
But sounds like you're doing great things, and we appreciate you being on today. It's my honor and pleasure always to work with you. Diane was just talking about how she was working with somebody else and how you learn off of each other. And so I've got to get scooting along on here, and I appreciate that you came aboard again. We're so glad that you're excelling, and also what the trends are. I never heard of it. What is it called? Country soul? Is that what you called it? Never heard of it. I've heard through you. So people can think about that for their fundraising events, that this might be another genre of music to look at that's fresh and that people will be interested in possibly buying your tickets. So we appreciate it, Gal. And we've got to say adios to everybody else, too. And it's been my joy and honor to be on the show today with everybody. We thank all the ladies. And you're listening to Community Garden Revolution. My name is Mary Huckel. And have a great Community Garden Day.
All right.
Thanks, Gal. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome, Gal. talk to you on the phone. I'll talk to you